So I've cut a thread in the old Tacho drive and put the plug in. It's a little bit loose. I don't think it's broken through to there, which is good news. It did on the other cylinder head that I practiced on, but because it had a thread insert put in here on the other head, so it actually broke through to that scalloped bit there, you can see. But it hasn't done on this one, which is good. And then once I finally start assembling this head, I will glue that in place. Maybe with some PTFE tape and some RTV. Maybe I might just put it in with some JB weld, so it's nice and tight, because it is a little bit loose, a bit rattly. So the other things I did, I designed and had CNC'd up in 6082 aluminium some new exhaust clamps. So these are the new ones, and I designed them to fit rather than not fit, because this is an example of the ones that came with the exhaust. First issue is that it's bent out of shape from tightening the exhaust up, and it is bent because it doesn't have enough thickness through here, and he's gone for some reason and put these scallops in the clamp, obviously because he thought the studs weren't long enough, but there's plenty of stud length on these Zed Head studs. As you can see, there's still heaps to go. These aren't fully quite wound in. There's probably another couple of mil to go, but there's plenty of clearance there. That's got a gasket in, obviously, an old one as well, so it's all fully compressed, so there's loads of room. Stuck some copper washers on just to protect the aluminium, and that tightens up all very nicely. And because it's so much thicker, so that's made out of 20mm 6082 plate, and that's 19mm, which is 3/4 inch. So, and I think it looks like H30 aluminium to me, which is a much cheaper, much weaker aluminium, especially in bending. 6082 is much stronger. It's about another 75% stronger in tensile and bending. And the other issue is, because you put these scallops in with the nuts, you can only just get a socket in, and when it's actually on the engine, you've got frame rails in the way. It's pretty impossible to get a good purchase on the nut with a socket. There's a 13mm socket. So yes, I've also done other things like the little register on the back to fit on the flange of the exhaust. I've enlarged the OD of that. This is way too tight on the originals, so didn't line up very well. And the other thing that didn't line up very well is the actual centers on the clamp. He had got wrong out by 1/2 mil. So I've corrected that on the new ones, and that one fits absolutely perfect, just slides on. So not really something I had to do, but something that I wanted to do, because I was getting fed up with these things bloody bending, and then you're running out of clamp force. So I'm afraid I'm going to say shit design on that one. Haven't really thought a lot of things through, to be honest. Unnecessary scallops, weakened it, allowed it to bend, because we're then down to about something like 14mm clamp thickness as soon as you put those scallops in, and now we've got a nice 20mm, so that should not bend, and should all be tickety-boo. So with the inlet rubbers fiasco, I'm just going to put that behind me and take this apart now and give this a good wash, ready for assembly to put the valves and everything else in. And yes, the light at the end of the tunnel is within sight.